Hello, Jam. Welcome to the belated Ask Martin stream. It's been a while, hasn't it? When was the last time we were on?
A couple of weeks ago. You just missed the 1 week, my dude.
Was it only one?
It was just one.
Feels like a lifetime. Feels like a long, long time ago.
Feels like way too long ago.
Exactly. Yeah.
The notification just came on my phone.
I did it. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Welcome. I like this because it's all like I was gonna just leave our like embodiment there, and then I was like, no, we will dissolve into the art, and that is what it looks like today.
I wanted to wear something very patterned.
Yes, and that's definitely yeah. You need a very bold pattern if you want it to come through this sort of thing.
Well, I guess mine comes through well enough. Yours comes through amazingly, though. I fucking love it.
I've got great taste in.
Yes, you do.
Clothes that come through in what I put the images through.
Yes. Thanks, Chris. The outfits are fun.
Indeed. So our intrepid story has been some editing of code that's gone on off screen, which I didn't really add any functionality. I just sort of tidied it up, and it basically it doesn't really. It wouldn't have really added anything to the thing. Oh, Chris, 9 months. That's long enough to have a baby. That's incredible.
A Chris baby. A Chris subscription baby.
A tiny little Alexander J. Newell clone baby.
Oh, God. Terrifying.
Yeah, Chris is the one who does all the cosplays.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Don't think I haven't noticed.
Martin notices everything. He's everywhere. Oh my God, yes!
While you were all watching us, we were all looking back, watching you.
I wonder if we'll have
creepy, doesn't it?
I mean, it does. That's your brand, though, isn't it?
Creepy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Creepy.
It's part of your brand.
Staring into the void.
It's it's layers.
Oh, you got no sound, have you, Inca? Is that just a you problem, or is that something that I need to fix?
Well, if it was something that was general, I think Chris and Jem wouldn't be hearing us.
I just think they're
shouting.
Really good at mouth reading, and really good at mouth reading. Mouth reading. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely the movements my mouth.
This is extreme mouth reading.
Yes. only really good people at mouth reading can do it.
Yes. Do you reckon there is a mouth reading competition?
Don't have competition, but a lot of deaf people can read people's lips really well.
I would watch that. I would watch people that can mouth read from really far away, and then gradually the people get further and further away. Like high jump, they would keep raising the bar, and they have to keep jumping over it.
Well,
can you imagine if they just get further and further away? They had to keep writing down what they were saying. That'd be great. That'd be great. I'd watch that.
I think instead of putting people further away, you should make them talk faster.
Make them talk
just
faster.
Mumble.
Oh well, then you got different events. See?
Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Look at us. Hey. Look at you. We are outlines. We're cyan outlines. Oh no.
Indeed. We haven't changed yet.
Oh.
This is your live view.
I'm a live view.
I'm staging a view. Right.
We look great in the stage view, guys. You have no idea.
It definitely isn't the same view that is seen in every single show that I've ever done.
I don't know why would you think that. We have a surprise for them. You're ruining it.
The surprise is that it's going to be the same.
Anyway, how's everyone tonight?
Yeah. How's chat?
How's Inca? How's Chris? How's Jem? How's Lisa? And how's the lurkers?
The lurkers, the silent lurkers, creeping in the dark, adding to views but not to the chat conversation,
hiding in the corners.
Why are they here? No one knows.
Because they like your voice.
Is that what it is? That makes sense. Chris has been doing some audio work and now watching it snow.
Ooh, snow.
Somewhere cold.
Oh.
Well, presumably cold enough to snow. Around 0 degrees.
It's cold everywhere, isn't it?
This is true. Yeah.
Well, it was sunny today, but as soon as the sun went down, the temperature just plummeted, and I was just like, ugh, I hate this. Take me away. Where's summer?
That is exactly what you sound like.
Yeah. I just want the warmth and heat and just wearing bikinis. Anyway.
Gem has unfolded their laundry.
Oh no, Gem!
Why don't you have us on in the background and see it as a challenge to see if you can get laundry folded before we change views? I don't know how to make everything exciting. Some things are just shit.
To me, making it exciting is just dividing everything in piles and just working through them.
Me and you have different ideas of excitement, I think.
Maybe excitement is a harsh word for it, Maybe too big of a word.
I'll just put on like incredibly loud, heavy thrash metal and just assume that I have to fight hordes of dragons that look like washing up or drying.
There we go.
That's
if you don't put
it.
everything away, the dragon will gob you up.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. In one go.
Hey Lou! Hey Lou, welcome. Look at us. We're grey cyan outlines, aren't we?
Yes. Look at this. Look, it's in 3D. Like, put on a pair of 3D glasses and watch us, and it will look just as strange as it does. It won't make any more sense. Did you ever have 3D glasses? Like, did you ever as in not the proper ones, but like the red and the blue and
the shitty paper ones?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who hasn't had?
I remember looking at them and thinking like, these don't look 3D. These just make my eyes hurt. Tyrannosaurus looks like it's exactly where it is on the page. This is a rip-off.
Yes, essentially. All right, should we start coding?
Want to start coding with the actual content? Do you not want to speak for another half an hour like Michael Bow does?
I like to think we're just as personable as Mike.
Yeah, but we're more efficient at getting to like the good part. All right, fine.
Exactly.
Boing! Look, here we are. You did my makeup, didn't you?
Well, of course I did.
Yeah,
looks great. That's why.
I like this because I can open my eyes and it looks very expressive. And I noticed that. So thanks very much for doing that.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it.
Yes.
You watched 3D Superman with 3 glasses, and the first thing that was 3D was the camp farm. There was this goat.
That must have been the inspiration behind Goat Simulator. The first time that anyone ever saw that 3D goat, someone was
they were like,
yes,
idea.
Video game. That's
yes,
what. Yeah.
Put it on a video game.
Make it lick everything. I don't know where they got that bit from. Maybe they were licking something at the time. Maybe they had an ice cream.
People like when things are licked.
Yes, they do. Especially ice creams, they're nice.
Especially ice creams, yeah. Especially like those popsicles.
I know where you're going with this, and I like it. Carry on. Right, let's.
It wouldn't have inspired me to make a goat simulator. It made me temporarily nervous by goats. You know what? Fair, valid. I would be unnerved too. So.
Right. Let's have a look at what we were looking at before. I've realised I might have made the font on this a little bit too big.
I think it's fucking huge.
I think that, but at least it's accessible.
That is true.
Let me just...
I think you could afford to make it a little smaller.
I'm making it smaller on the screen by making this window bigger. That works.
That looks terrifying. Let's
fine.
roll with it.
I can live with this.
Yes.
Probably. So where were we? I've already forgotten what was in my directory. So the majority of what we were doing last time, thank you. These ones are see-through, so these I quite like these. The majority of what we were doing last week was in this installation script, which was just basically a way of getting it installed locally in a way that was sort of consistent. And what I ended up doing in the end was taking all of the random bits of code that we wrote and putting it into nice functions that kind of make sense.
And they look very pretty with all the colours.
Yeah, look at all the colours, essentially. That's the best bit. So we've got a function to check if we've got our dependencies installed. We've got the stuff around creating a copy of a file and moving it somewhere temporarily for us to stick everything that we want in there. We've got the system D file that gets created. Are you going to say the thing that you figured out last week?
System D.
That was it.
That wasn't as satisfying as the last week.
It wasn't. You need to re-listen to it.
I think the joke kind of, lost its charm after a week. I have to come up with something else
2
today.
weeks. All right, we have to find another
exactly,
one.
Yeah.
All right. And then there was an installation.
Chris, I like the makeup too. And I love your choice of Dracula content, Luke. No, Dracula's the best quote you can possibly have, right? You would know. You read Dracula.
Yes. And then there's installing, just doing all of those functions inline. So what this will do is it will temporarily crash the thing on this side, I've realised, but we're going to do it anyway.
How dare it?
Because...
Okay, so, suggestion.
Yes.
Make the screen a little smaller so that everything breaks down. When you start typing, it starts typing on the bottom line.
Like
there.
this.
Yes. Oh, but, God, what happened?
It's fine. It'll work. So what that does is it basically restarts the
Luke hadn't seen Body
Yes, that's what we created. Yes.
Body McTechface.
Body McTechface. Yes.
Yes.
This is the bot that lives on the shelf over there.
We love him very much.
Yeah, he's previously only had only enough power to sometimes cut out partway through, but I gave him a better power supply for this because he's going to be he's essentially on stage the whole time, so he has to work more efficiently.
Perform.
He has to perform.
He can't have stage fright.
No. What I wanted to do this week was dive actually back into the actual bot code a little bit more to try and pull.
Body McTechface lives under my TV.
Yeah.
We watch YouTube on it.
No, there's two.
Oh.
We don't watch YouTube on it. We watch YouTube on his brother that does nothing.
Body
McTechface lives under the telly, and all it does is this, and then the other one
it's Body McTechface.
Body McTechface, is that his name now?
Yes, I just decided.
Is this the naming convention for every single bot going forward?
No, because these are siblings.
These two are siblings.
Yes,
they're related.
So one is Body, one is Betty. Body McTechface and Betty McTechface. But this is very hard to say.
It? Can you say that again?
Betty McTechface.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it 5 times fast.
Happy? You happy with what you've done?
No.
Right.
I regret this instantly.
Strong bot law, yes.
Anyway, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No. Please, feel free.
That's it, Luke. Thank you for typing it down.
Alright, I'm also combating every now and then the keyboard just doesn't type, because I think the keyboard's running out of battery, so this is very on brand for me about things that just aren't quite working properly.
Well, if you need it, just connect mine.
That's fair. Going through the code again, the thing that I think I want to do is change one of the logging commands. At the minute, every time it logs, it just shoves everything into a file, which is kind of useful, but I want it to... What do I want it to do? I want it to log what it's saying to and be able to put that somewhere else, somewhere else more useful, which I haven't built yet, and I'm trying to decide what order of things that I need to do to get that done.
I wonder if you should raise your chair so you're the same height as me. I'm slightly taller than you are.
I'm fine with that. That's fine. People can imagine that you're taller than me, even though you're sat on a high chair right now.
I'm slouching.
You're slouching.
That I can be on camera better with you.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, Inca, build a place to put things first.
Build a place to put things first. That sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
Let's do that, because that's going to be in Python, and I understand that a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is just make an entirely new directory for it, and I'm just going to call that app. I'm going to change into that directory, and then I'm going to change the width of the screen again so that fit everything that I'm typing. Set now. This is exciting. Look, it's making a P every single time. Where's Anna to see all these P's?
He's missing out.
I know, right? Cool. So I'm going to what am I going to do? I'm going to just install a library that I've used so many times and I've just forgotten the name of. It is for building web servers. It's not called Bottle, it's called Flask. That's what it's called.
Ooh, I've never heard of it.
Bottle is an alternative. It's like the oldie version of Flask.
Ooh, Mike isn't live anymore.
Mike is no longer live?
No.
Excellent.
So now should we get a nana? Maybe?
Possibly.
Mayhaps.
I don't mean that I'm sad that Mike is gone. What I mean is that a lot of the audience that stays to watch Mike might come and watch mine. That's all I'm saying.
Little Lena, yes.
Alright, cool. So I've already installed Flask. So now I'm just going to go find the same usual bootstrap code that I nick off Google every single time that I want to build a web server. So, Martin Googling things to stream. Flask basic server.
Jane said we're cute on Twitter.
Did they?
Yay.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at him.
We've been to one of his shows, haven't we?
Yeah, and we're going to another one this weekend.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Get ready to go back to London.
This is why he did it. He wanted the free plug. Right.
Exactly. Go to James Ross's show, Quantum Leopard, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. in London. Yeah. And see us there.
Yes, you should actually, because it's
we'll
really
buy a drink.
Show.
Unless lots of people come, then I can't afford it.
Don't cash checks you can't afford.
That's a lie. I probably can't afford it. I'll just really regret my decision.
I will look at a drink. I will make a recommendation of a drink that you should purchase.
I will buy a Coke for everyone. Nothing else.
Wow.
Look.
That's called writing yourself into a corner.
And if you don't like Coke, I'll get you something equivalent, like Sprite.
Yeah. Any other drinks that you know the names of?
Water.
Water? Why don't you go for water? That's free.
I'll go to the bar and get you the water, so you don't have to walk there.
You could have gotten as many waters as people wanted.
I can get bottled water. That's not free.
That's true. Alright.
I can get a bottle out of it.
Okay, I've had this issue before, haven't I, where I can't actually write files in this browser. I really need to practice this before I do it. Alright.
It's like you said, you need to show the people exactly the pain, the growing pains.
The growing pains of IT. See, that is definitely copied. So when I come here, I should just be able to do like a paste, but it doesn't want to, because it hates me.
Seems like it.
Is it here? See, it's here. Now all I need to do is get it into a file. I bet it work in Nano. That'd be really annoying. This will make me really sad. So there's two like essentially rival applications. God, no way, it sort of worked. Right, let's get rid of it. There's two rival like applications that both write text into like a terminal screen. One's called Vim and the other's called Nano. And I hate Nano because it's just, hey Joe,
Joe, welcome.
It's just not very exciting. It's just really boring and doesn't have any like exciting exciting features that you can use that make you like that make it more interesting. But Flask does, no, Vim does. So I like that one, but unfortunately this just worked, so that's annoying. Anyway, so I'm gonna add another window to my view so people can see what I'm doing now. Where am I going to put it? Because it's not doing very much right now. If this is so at the minute I'm building a web server for displaying stuff and currently it's not on, but in a second it will be, and then I'll have something to display. So what does it want me to do then? Then it wants me to do... How does this work? Oh, it wants to call it that. Okay.
Inca's record is $178 down to just 17 cents.
What's that for? Is that for, like, buying drinks?
I hope not.
Is that just for buying people drinks? For coupons? Oh, on coupons. Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. You managed to get $178 purchase down to 70 cents? Show me your ways.
I think that is essentially what they're saying, yeah.
What? That's incredible. Oh my god. I'm so impressed. Damn, Inca. That's amazing. Holy shit. 17 cents is nothing. You could have just donated all that food if you didn't even want it, you know? That's so cool. I'm a fiend for sales on supermarkets, so that pleases me very much. Amazing. I love that, Inca. Sorry, Martin.
That's fine. I was so at the minute I've got the Flask basic app running, except it's only running on a local port, and I'm trying to look at it from a remote machine. So now I have to run it with a different command, which I'm going to do. Putting the ears back on. Oh no, these are
these are the flowers. These are a bit tighter.
These are glitchy. I've got a big head. That's the trouble.
Oh, you look nice, actually.
Do I? There we go. You can see him there.
No, I won't do it though. I don't want to hurt you.
Okay, that's very thoughtful of you.
I try.
Yeah. So we're gonna learn stuff about networking. So when you have a service that's listening on address 000, that means that things on a local network can also find it, like me right now on the internet. So if this is 5,000, cool. Now, if only I'd put that on display, then people could have seen something. But they so this needs to be a display window capture, and then that needs to be a Chrome tab. And then that needs to be there, and then I need to size it. Everything. I love computers. There's always something else to do. It's always like, you did a thing, now keep doing something. Now do something else. Now do something else. Now do another thing. Now go learn this other thing. There's always stuff to learn. There's always stuff to know, and it never stops, and it's endless. Constantly, day in, day out. All the time.
That sounds terrifying.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sure,
totally fine.
Sure it is. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Don't worry.
So it's fine. All right. I'm gonna shove this just here because there's barely anything to see at the minute, so that'll do. All right. So
Inca said that they made someone quit a conversation today by arguing that trading cards are just like coupons are just trading cards for those.
Nice.
I love that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Why don't they make Pokemon coupons? Like, I'd be more. They could call them.
You want more excuses for Pokemon to be sold out every fucking where?
Pokemons.
Yes, there we go.
Coupons. That's a good one. Coupons. I know.
Coupons. There we go.
You gotta keep. We gotta keep workshopping these things until they work.
It's like Betty Mac bot, but.
It's like what? What's it like?
Do not make fun of me. Betty McBot, but there we go. I did it. That was very smooth. I did it.
Extra smooth. Congratulations.
Extra smooth.
So as you can see, what we've built so far is a Hello World application, which when I go here, we get a little log entry that says that we visited it. So what I want to do is to get something out of the Node server to speak to this. and how I'm going to do that. So I want to have an endpoint that updates our front end, which is exciting because at the minute the only way I can think about it, let's at the minute just have it as something that just goes to. Okay, I have ideas. I can do this.
Get 50% off your shopping with Pikachu Pons.
Pikachu Pons. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, Luke. Ouch, I just kicked the computer.
Why'd you do that?
Because my feetsies are always moving. You know how...
That's fair. So, that's just the default... that's just the default event. So, I think it takes in an argument that's just called a request. So I kind of want to see just what that looks like. So I'm just going to have it return itself to begin with. So that I can see what I'm looking at. So if I send this, is this gonna throw a big hissy fit? Yes.
Yes.
Good.
It hates it.
Good.
It hates it
Error.
so much.
Doesn't
Look at
like
that.
this.
Internal server error.
Missing one required positional argument. Right. So that is because the way Flask works is it wants its arguments predetermined in the function name before you give it in, which I think needs to be here. So let me just go to the documentation and read how the thing works. Ready. So, that's not. So when I add a root, what it wants is, okay, so it takes in a block. So one way it can take information is in via a block of text in here. So if we put in, say, a name, then we can feed this in as a name, and then give this back as a name, and then we should be able to get something back from there. Wrong way. And now we should get something back when we go to hello, spelled wrong. Yeah, then we get hello back because that's what we... Hello, see, very useful application. Let me zoom in a little bit on this to make it a little bit more user-friendly.
There we go, that's much better.
That is actually as much as I can zoom in.
Yes. It looks nice on stream, actually.
So that is sort of useful, so we've at least got us passing information to the server. I'm going to just look up again how to deal with a post request because I think that is something that's slightly more useful. Background noise, don't know if you can hear that. Sound of a motorbike?
A very loud
motorbike.
Yeah. It is St. James Street, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very loud.
Who's Jen complimenting to accept?
Lou.
Oh, good.
Lou was bashful of accepting the compliment that Pikachu Pons was very funny.
Yes.
Very good.
Lou, you're very funny. You're a very funny person.
Very, very, very much. Yes. Anderson.
Deal with it. I might even clip this later and send it to you.
Yes.
So deal with that as well.
Loop, you're great.
Aggressive.
You're great. Take the compliment.
Okay, so if we have Flask works, and then that's okay. How does this help? Oops. Just reading up someone else's documentation and just slagging it off, basically.
Sometimes someone else's documentation is just shit, isn't it?
This is true. Okay, so we could accept query arguments, and then that might be quite simple because then I don't have to deal with posts. Yeah, let's go for query strings. Query strings is a nice, happy way of doing it. Hello, Zoe.
Welcome.
Welcome to coding.
Welcome to coding.
It's mostly me just reading documentation and going, I don't like that, or that's not going to work.
Oh, how's the sound, guys? Is it loud enough? Or is the sound very low? Someone just told me that the sound is actually very low. Okay, maybe it's their computer. Alright, cool. There's no problem.
Okay. So how can I deal with these query examples? I can do it from that does the thing, and then okay. This might be interesting. So, if we go here. So apparently this argument here is not of any use to us. But what we can do, I think we'll need to import the object. So there's a request object that is just built into Flask. Yeah, so if we take that object and feed it into. Actually, let's just print it to the screen and see if that works, or if it throws another massive error. Whichever one it does, will make good content.
Jim has clipped us complimenting Loop, and it is saved forever.
Doing my job for me, right?
Not found.
So
womp womp.
Requested URL was not found on this server. That makes sense because we've kept the same URL and we have, but then we got rid of that, and then we got an error. Cool, excellent, right? So doesn't like having request thrown into the front of the screen, which is fine. So let's transform the request object into something that it might like a bit better, like a string. And see if it will work then. It has shown seemingly nothing, but if it's in HTML, yeah, it's it is there, but it's not very. Can you see it? Yeah, it's not in a way that it will display as valid HTML. So let's.
Thank you, Joe. The looks do look
What's Joe
cool
saying?
today. That we look amazing.
Of course we do. We look great. We look fantastic. This keyboard is set to the wrong type of keyboard, which is always fun. So just writing some valid HTML. So let's turn this into a h1 tag, which is for a header. Add it to that, and add it to that. Close your HTML tags. There's so many things with programming, so basically what I'm doing is adding, if you've ever written HTML, whenever you're making a web service, essentially you're trying to make something that spits out HTML that your browser interprets into.
Yeah, if you've ever had a Neopets account,
If you've ever had a Neopets account,
then you know what you mean.
This is what's sitting on the back end.
Yeah.
Probably. Something like that. It's probably in Java. Still not happy. Nothing happened, did it? So it is coming. I can see my tag. But then it's still going into these weird tags. What if I do pre-formatted and then it won't try and hide? So yeah, if you're wanting to ever sort of get into web development, I definitely recommend just starting on W3 schools and then just building a web server just in HTML first, because that'll keep you occupied for at least a week maybe. So no matter what I'm doing, it still doesn't want to show me this request thing. I'm guessing because it just doesn't work like that. So I'm going to stop doing this because it's not actually helping.
I completely agree with you, Zoe. Neopets is every kid's introduction to capitalism and how economies can break down.
Neopets was the original
with the wrong decisions very, very quickly.
Neopets was like the original NFTs. It was like limited number of things.
Oh come on, wasn't that bad. it was I can talk poetic about how shit the economy on Neopets is and it was and still is.
As a recovering Neopet addict.
I wasn't an addict, I was 12.
No, none of us were addicts when we were 12. None of us were obsessed with Pokemon cards. Like,
when
a load of toys on the shelves.
Pokemon cards, so I have no idea what you mean. When I created my Neopets account, Neopets was like, you can't share your account with someone else. And me and my sister, who played on the computer together, were both like, oh no, what if the Neopet police finds out that we share an account? It was very adorable. And nowadays, I'm just like,
the Neopet police. Is that what Paw Patrol are?
Oh my god!
That's who they came. That was who the original Neopet police were. They grew up and they became Paw Patrol. There's a sequel to that movie.
I refuse.
That's facts.
No, Neopets is much better than Paw Patrol, and I will die on that hill.
Alright. Just.
God, I hate this. Why am I here?
That is definitely true.
Definitely not.
So
who wants to try and guess how old my Neopets account is?
Yeah.
So you want to try and guess?
I feel like that's unfair, but no, I won't guess.
Boo.
No one trying to guess.
Hey, Jem almost got it. My Neopets account is 17 years old.
Really?
It's almost illegal to drink.
Wow.
I know.
That's exciting.
I'm old as shit.
Alrighty, so I am trying to change the server so that it will take a single argument.
Loop gets it.
Does Loop get it?
A cab, even dogs. Which is exactly what I was telling you this weekend when I was talking about Paw Patrol. Hey, look at you!
Yeah, so I can display my own name on a website. So now it's able to take one argument and display that to the screen. So let's see if we want to take two arguments and display both of them on the screen at the same time. So if we do a comment, and then we do a similar thing, let's just go... Y and P and that's not going to work because it's saying the same thing. So let's comment, and then let's just do. Oh, you're trying to bite me. Oh, I see.
No, I'm trying to gomp you.
I see.
That's mid 2000s internet slang.
Is that what that means?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me.
When I'm staring at code, it's essentially being hypnotized. Basically, you can basically just feed things into me.
That's why.
Oh yes, I totally understand that.
Yeah.
You know that bit when Ron Burgundy
You're not
just
supposed to acknowledge me. Just keep coding.
Right, I see. That bit when Ron Burgundy just keeps reading the teleprompter. That's me when I've got like hyper focus on writing code. So this is a request string, and I'm gonna do it as multi-line strings because that makes formatting of them a little bit easier. Look at you, just making my life seem ridiculous. And this one is gonna be the user. And this one is going to be the comment. That needs to be P, that needs to be comment. So this is string formatting. So I'm just adding a bunch of variables, which I'm then going to feed into the string with the word format. And then I can...
Loop just redeemed the face ball.
The face ball's been added.
Face balls.
Go on then. I'll allow it. Seeing as how I wrote the thing.
Do you want red, blue, yellow, green, or purple?
What colour do you want your ball, Lou?
Yeah,
Lou doesn't know what's about to happen.
Oh, exciting! Blue, all right.
Blue ball.
Where in the face do you want it? It has facial hair.
Yeah, so the head is off limits. Eyebrows are also off limits because I don't think it'll stay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, blue balls. That's actually very funny. Yeah. Where do you want it, Luke? Do you want it on the beard? Do you want it on the mustache? On the cheek? Where do you want it?
It's not going on the cheek, just so you know.
Well, I can put it here.
Oh, there. All right, fine. Yeah.
All right, I'll put it on the beard.
In the beard. Thanks, Lou. That's good.
Front and center. There we go.
There we go.
That's the best place.
Excellent. Now
if we put a second one next to it, and then it will actually look like.
I know, but someone else needs to redeem the thing, don't they? How many
points do I have?
I don't know. How many points do you have?
6.4.
There you go. See. Haven't watched enough Ask Martin, have you?
It's not my fault that you stream from 10 to 12. Some people are old as balls and have to go to bed early.
That's true.
Otherwise, they're cranky in the morning.
Yeah, I have a very. Only the elite youth is
strong. Can be on my stream.
Exactly. So I am just feeding in these arguments for formatting. So that's comment and comment. You get a lot of this in Python where you feel like you're repeating yourself, but like that's actually fine.
I thought you said being yourself.
Being yourself?
Yeah.
No, you don't do that in Python. That's Python. Those are different things. That's two P jokes. That's two P jokes, and Anna hasn't been anywhere for them. Anyway.
No.
Request string.
Wait, Lisa just added a face ball. Hell fucking yeah.
What colour do you want, Lisa?
Lisa, should we just do the blue balls? Red face ball. No. Alright, wait.
One blue, one red.
Do you want them like next to each other so it looks like testicles?
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah!
This entire time?
Yeah!
That's filthy. How dare you bring down the tone of this stream? Oh, was that too much? Was that too far?
I bring down the tone of the stream. I see how it is.
Exactly. One is blue, the other is infected.
Oh,
that's the story. Thanks,
yes.
Lisa.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. Is that on there? You enjoying this, Joe? Is this what you want in a stream? Is a combination of informative and uninformative? Is it the juxtaposition? Is that what makes it? Oh, hi, Rue.
I bring down the tone of the stream. The accusation.
Lies. Just lies.
Just lies and slander.
I know. Right, anyway. Let's see if this web server does anything. So we wanted to feed that a comment, and that comment is gonna be balls. Balls bracket. Right. Excellent. Beautiful. So let's have a little bit better formatting on this so that it's not just done in two separate
thanks
lines.
Thanks for the 100 bits, Inka.
Oh, thanks, Inka.
Yeah, amazing.
So instead of two P's, let's just put them next to each other.
Oh, someone regime fluid.
Fluid. All right. Thanks for the bits, Inka. I don't know what they were for, but I'm sure I deserve them. Cool. So yeah, let's just have that like that, and then that like that.
Inka loved the testicle balls. That's what.
Was that what that was for?
No,
excellent.
It's not.
Was that? Is that you? Just are you just? Are you saying what you enjoy and then reflecting that back in your audience without actually taking in the data? Is that how it works?
Tickle.
Tickle. Okay. We've managed to get Martin Balls in line now.
Yes!
So this is getting better.
Hell yes!
So what I'm wanting this to sort of be able to do is to do something like this does, except then I don't have to constantly. It jumps every now and then, and I'd rather that it didn't. So this is eventually going to hopefully turn into something that will replace this, but be able to like work with the same code. So what I need it to have is to basically fill the screen with our number of comments. So this is a good time to get some user feedback, which is how many comments would people like to see on stream at the same time at any one time. I was thinking around 15 as a number. Let's do this is user research. This is like real
this is how this works.
This is how web development works. So Jem or Anna's
we were
here.
just talking about you were talking about peas and stuff.
We were. There've been at least 2 P's while you've been gone, and also a single P indeed. Yeah. Cool. Just in time for a poll that needs creating. So
Luke says 15 feels fine. The current 20 or so is a bit hard to read.
Okay.
So there we go. That's
based off of one person. I'm going to go with 15.
We've already established today that Luke is amazing. So we will, listen to their commentary and advice.
Them as a priority.
So,
yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to get the width of it. No, that's too wide now. I shouldn't have edited. I should have kept everything that just as. There's always this thing with tech where you're like, does this annoy me enough to try and change it? Because it hasn't broken yet. So you then make the change, and then just
change
exactly, and then a series of things just demolishes and destroys themselves around you, and you're like, I should have just left it. It wasn't that bad. But
well, you know
what?
Face the strange.
I feel like that was written by someone who never actually did anything to make changes happen.
Or maybe someone who was tired of having to update their Windows and is trying to have a positive outlook.
I don't think David Bowie ever had to update a single, like any of his computers. He probably got a man to do that, or a person to do that.
I loved Windows 7. I was used to it.
What's everyone's favourite version of Windows?
Oh my god, 95.
I like XP.
Ooh, XP actually wasn't that bad.
Had that field background. That was classic. Does anyone know where that field is? Is it a real field?
It is, yeah. It's a photo.
Is it still a field?
It is.
Or has it been turned into like
Alright, hold on. That's
now?
what Google's for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Windows
what was it gonna do? Oh yeah.
Field background.
So
Sonoma County in California.
What's that?
It's the place in Sonoma County in California.
Oh, cool. It looks a bit dry in real life.
Oh, it is California. So
I guess they took it on a green day. That wasn't meant to be anything. So rather than how can I do this in a way that isn't a nightmare?
Oh, we don't talk about Vista. No, I remember one time I took an internship. And I was one of the IT department support people, and we just had a whole locker full of original Vista OS boxes, and I was just like, you just burned your money like it was nothing, huh? And they were like, yep. Yes, we did. It was like 30 boxes or something. They were all original. It was terrible. Oh, there's a poll.
Oh, there is a poll.
There is a poll.
How many comments? All right, excellent. All right,
let's see what the poll says. Oh no, the poll ended. I didn't vote.
69, 69, 69.
You know, I feel like that's an unobtainable number, but we could do 6.9.
Yeah.
So like almost 7 comments. We put 7, but the 7th one is like cut at the very bottom. You know?
That's very on brand.
Yeah.
What I might do is just do what Lou said and go for 15.
you understand that the people
reasons.
do want 69 because funny number teehee, but you know,
obviously.
Loop is still right.
The technical, yeah.
Loop is always right.
Yeah, Lou is always right.
Hey Strong, welcome. Please feel free to lurk. We do not bite unless you want us to.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is just loop for 4i in range. 15. And then I'm gonna just take this and this. In a modern, I really hope that a modern web developer is looking at this and just saying like that this is a really bad idea. But I kind of like that about it. That's what I like.
So these are the hills from Windows XP.
Oh, cool! It kind of looks like Teletubby Land.
Kind of does.
Maybe that's where Teletubbies are filmed.
Hey,
does anyone know whether Teletubbies live in the background on Windows XP?
I'm pretty sure it's in.
Teletubbies?
Well, Teletubbies is a British show, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're universal.
Yeah, that's true. They are scary enough to be universal.
Yeah. So...
It is a funny art in California, yes, Luke.
If we do user underscore I and format I equals I. And if we do the same for comments, hopefully what this should do is mean that without writing any more code, I should be able to get multiple users.
So Anna is doing the prophecy and licking things. Specifically,
a popsicle.
And she got her tongue stuck.
You got your tongue stuck on a popsicle, Anna? Oof. Is it like that scene in Dumb and Dumber where they lick a ski lift and he has to keep going round and round because he can't get his face off?
You know what you should do, Anna? Have someone else lick your tongue until it sticks off.
Yeah, you should. If you've got proper friends, they will lick you to free you. Yeah, a true friend will do that too.
Will lick your tongue off the popsicle. Yeah. Just
exactly.
As soon as you find someone who agrees, you know that they're a true friend.
Yeah. That's how you know. Yeah,
that's exactly how I know. That's how you test any friendship.
Definitely, yeah.
Loop says they will do it. See, Loop is a true friend.
So users dot append.
I managed to keep a straight face until Joe went. Perry, oh my god.
Joe. Joe, the voice of reason.
Joe is horrified.
Good.
Anna's gonna ring the neighbor and see if they're a true friend.
Nice.
You just remember, you have to live with them after this, Anna.
That's true.
You have to look them in the eyes when you get out of the house sometimes, so just keep that in mind before you ask the question.
Okay.
Can you live a phone?
Oh yeah. Can you even reach the phone? Oh wait, no, it's a popsicle, so that's fine. You can actually move. That's it. Yeah, you can move with one of those.
Can you live on a phone?
You just knock on the door. You're like. Hello. Can you let me? Let me. Oh, hi, Pri. Hey. We were just reenacting you licking a popsicle that's so cold that you get your tongue stuck to it and then trying to speak to a neighbour about them licking your tongue to try and melt that, and that was the scene that you just saw just as you walked in. So welcome!
We have to do it in Spanish though.
We haven't done it in Spanish?
No.
How do you do it in Spanish? Hola! Hola! Sí.
I hate this so much.
I don't know that many Spanish words.
Did you just say sí?
Sí.
You participated. That's what matters.
I was there. Right. So that should be adding to my list. And then this
Jim, I don't appreciate you saying that warm drinks is the best suggestion. Our suggestion is the best. The warm drink is a sensible suggestion. That's different.
And then before I do any formatting, I think I'm just gonna return this. Sorry, just trying to.
I don't diagnose you as white. You know,
I'm white.
It's not wrong.
I am quite white.
I'm whiter than you though, which is kind of hilarious considering that I'm Latino. Yeah. There's just too much European in my blood.
Alright. I don't know if we've written any code for like the last 10 minutes. We've just been ad-libbing about getting our tongue stuck. So what I've done is I've tried to write something that will try and get up to 15 users comments and their usernames. And then I'm just going to print that list to the screen, and hopefully that'll work. It might not, because I don't know how Flask likes lists. I think I've seen them in. It's been a while since I've used this, so basically, it used to just be kind of like easygoing about the types that it would throw on the screen, but today it seems to have been quite specific that it wants strings. But we'll see whether this works. Cool. So that crashed. Probably because I didn't. Probably because the bot died immediately because of some issues. So let's try to fix that.
We were too distracted talking about popsicles and Spanish.
I've missed I think I've missed at least 2 brackets, which is why it wasn't working. So let's try that again.
We are distracting you too much.
I know, this is exactly it.
We're missing the two experts on the chat. I miss them. They were so nice the last stream.
What, us?
Well, yes, but no. The other 2 people who came from Mike's stream.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They were lovely.
Oh, yeah, they were really nice. So, I'm just going to start counting brackets now. So that's the first one. And then that doesn't have one.
Back in Brazil, Anna, there was a very trendy popsicles that they used to call Mexican paletas for a while, which were essentially like very big popsicles filled with condensed milk. Very tasty. They
sound really good.
They were very good, yeah.
One thing I like about this editor is that it highlights where your brackets are closed. So this one was missing that.
Very useful, actually. I love that.
And then this one is there's a tab somewhere.
I love these systems that are like, yeah, let me help you actually, because you need the help, and you're like, yeah, I kind of do actually. You're right.
Really need the help.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's confusing about this is that the lines are wrapping. So whenever I'm trying to go to where I want to go, it's not working. But now it seems to be working. All right. So that has closed that array.
Oh no, was that for so that kids could practice tongue kissing?
What was that for? On popsicles?
They had a popsicle shaped like a tongue.
Did they really?
That doesn't sound very kid friendly.
And they were really good sellers, were they? What flavours did they have? What? What's wrong with that? Yeah.
I wonder if it was cheese flavored.
Cheese flavored popsicle. We have milk ones here, actually.
Ooh, there we go. See?
You're surprised how uncomfortable you are at the thought of a tongue-shaped popsicle. I kind of want to see these now.
There we go.
I wasn't expecting it to bend that way.
Paleta baja lengua, is that it?
I like the packaging though. They look like frubes, but like if a frube was ever like fully grown, it looks like that's what it looks like.
It says Colombiana on the package. Chupileta lenguas? Is that it, Anna? That's very funny.
Amazing.
Obviously.
I love that there's just like an error on the screen. Nothing satisfies me more than an error that I know that I'm the one who has to fix it, because like I have to fix that.
Lenguleta, right. It's the name of the
internal server errors. Yes, right. Type view function did not return a valid response. Type must be a string, dict, tuple, or response instance. Right, those are our types. So it does not like lists. So, but what I can do is just turn a list into a string, and that should in theory maybe perhaps work. Let's see.
Oh my god, it bends.
Aha, there we go.
The popsicle bends.
Does it?
It says here.
Wait, it bends.
Don't bite it. Bend it.
Don't bite it, bend it.
Look at this. This is.
It's just us looking at things on.
Anna, that's incredible.
Thanks for showing us this, Anna. These are great. Whoa, they are a lot bigger than I thought they would be.
No, calm down. This is like closer to the camera.
Oh,
but
right.
This is like how they were. Oh my god, this looks disturbing.
So
I wonder if I can show it on the camera. It will. Look at that. It looks like. Oh my god. It looks so indecent.
So it's.
Oh my god.
Which one is it?
It's the top. Yeah,
it's
that's
the top.
The one.
It's this thing. It's the top one. This is someone's arm.
Oh my god, Anna. It was your favorite popsicle.
It was your favorite popsicle. That explains a lot, Anna.
You know what? It does explain a lot. Yeah. That is so funny.
Yes, right. So it looks like we are getting that thing back. So the thing that we're seeing is that we're only putting me in. I'm the only person who gets an argument. So then if I put another user in, and user 2 equals Perry, and
that's
comment 2 equals lol. Let's put in some spaces now. Lol. I'll probably just put underscores in for spaces because that makes life a lot easier.
Yes. For the chat, do not put ice cream in any orifices except for your mouth.
Solid advice.
Yes. Any south orifices. Sugar does not bode well, or not, nor does anything else that makes the ice cream red, for that matter.
Absolutely not.
So please. It looks funny and it bends, but you know.
Is there a limit to the length of the URL?
Exactly, Gemma. Tongue stuck to the popsicle with the least of your problems.
Do URLs have a maximum length? There's a maximum length of a URL.
I don't think they do.
I don't think there is. Because my thoughts are of like, so if 15 people type 15 comments into that and feeding that all into the URL, it's going to be massive, but it'll work.
Is it 15 comments or 15 lines?
So it'll be the way that
sometimes comments can get broken down in 2 lines depending how long it is.
They can, but I am just going to remove most of those characters and have it look really awful if people. Well, because I don't think Twitch allows you to put another line in. I think as soon as you press enter, it will just fly off as a comment. So you won't actually be allowed.
Are we doing this for the display on the stream?
Mm-hmm.
Which is up here. So like up here, you can see that it breaks the lines.
Yeah, that's only because the screen's only a certain width.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll have to handle enter characters. I think this will work. This methodology will work as a means of feeding in the information. It's not very pretty, but nothing I do is very pretty.
That's not true. That's not true.
So,
we
if this is a
drop
way,
the ice cream.
We're down and drop the ice cream.
Rip.
Oh no. So if this is our way of putting the information into the server, how can I get it to display? So I'm just trying to put together. I'm not very good at like front end development, so I'm trying my best not to have to write any, but I've got a feeling that I probably will have to write something. Otherwise,
HTML.
Well, it would be JavaScript.
Oh. Boo.
I know. I'll look it up. Someone's probably made one. Live comment feed in JavaScript. Build live comment feed using JavaScript. That is exactly what I wanted to do. Signing up with Pusher. Now, I don't want to pay anyone any money. So much of tech is just like, oh, pay us to do your job for you.
I did this. Do you want to Pay up, bitch.
It's like, no, I want you to just tell me for free so that I can do it. How to build a real-time commenting system. Hello, man. Do you know how to do it? This is all IT is just asking other people out. It's like, do you know how to do it?
Bye,
okay.
Joe.
Oh, it's Joe off.
Good evening.
Have a good evening, Joe.
Bye.
Speak to you soon. Live comment preview with JavaScript. Oh, this person looks like they might know what they're doing.
Does look like it, yeah.
Okay, here is a simple way to display live comment preview for any comment contacting ordinary JavaScript. So, what's he doing? He is getting a thing, doing a thing. How is he getting that information though? Wow. On click. I want it to be on click. What I could be doing, I could just be making it look pretty in a HTML.
Good.
Let's just do that.
Make it look as pretty as we do.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do that. Yeah, let's go into the thingy. That was not what I wanted to do. Vim app.py. So at the minute, this is just ugly because it's just showing a string. And what I could be doing is writing a CSS file. So let's just make a load of HTML and then make sure it's got all classes and stuff. So what my user string needs to look like is like this, and then like this, and then this needs to. So
it's only 11.
I know, right? Doesn't we haven't?
It feels like we've been online for much.
I know we haven't really done that much in terms of like tech, I guess. Maybe
that is true.
We have managed to.
We have had a lot of fun though, making things.
This is true. Yep. Yeah, those lollies were nice. So we'll put a div in, which is a way of doing a divide in HTML, and we'll make it a class of user, and then we'll feed in our user script. Now I'm gonna want to change it twice. Not gonna work. I know what I'll do. I'll hack it. What I'm gonna do. So we'll divide the string up into two things, and one of them, see, it doesn't like there being only one string, only one, what's the name? What are these things called?
Single brackets?
Single, not bracket, single comma. Comma?
No.
Speech mark.
Oh my god, you're asking the non-native English speaker what the name of those things are. I know what they're called.
I'm terrible.
In the wrong language though.
Answer in chat if you know what these are called.
What are these called? They're single what?
No one knows.
Oh my god. You know my pain, Anna. Apostrophe. Apostrophe? I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. It's a single apostrophe.
Yeah. Well
that's
done.
The word.
Congratulations in chat. You win more stream.
Oxford comma. No, Anna. That's not it.
Okay. So if I do the return request and then have that as an empty string, and then every time we add a user, we add two more. We add a user divide and a comment divide and then we add that to a return request, and then each one of those will be able to inject with each of our user arguments as well, in theory. Will that work? Possibly. The time it won't work actually is when we go to format it. I know. We'll iterate over each of the items in the list that we've just generated. That makes sense. Okay. So this is bad because we're iterating after we've iterated. We should do everything in one loop, but I'm not going to because it's not going to make that much difference. So for user in users, and then each of these things is a tuple, the first element of which is our username. So we'll put that in there, and then user plus user, and should just be 0. Where's that div? Doesn't need to be that big. Just do singles. You following?
I'm following chat.
Good.
Does that count?
It does, yeah. One of us has to know what's going on.
People are just being lovely to Anna as usual.
Good. Anna deserves it. Yeah. Anna's great.
Anna is great.
So that is the div class user, and
I'm also still thinking of apostrophe Anna because I went on Google and it turns out that in Portuguese that thing is also called apostrophe. So I actually didn't know what it was called. I was thinking of the double apostrophe, which I don't know if that's what it's called in English, but that's not what it's called in Portuguese, so that was the word I was thinking of. So, you know what? I've lived in the UK for too long. I'm unlearning my own language. I'm a sham.
Oh no. That's sad.
That's fine. English is more fun.
Yeah. And we're still using the user object, but we want the first element, not the 0th element. Anyone confused why I'm doing 0? That's because Python uses 0 indexing, which means that the first thing that we count for is 0. And then once we've done that, we want the return request.
Thank you, Luke. And yes, Anna. Luke says I'm great. I am not ashamed. I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel that, Anna. Even before I moved here, I was already like, yeah, it's funny, isn't it? When you spend half of your day time just speaking English instead of your native language, you kind of start to mix things up. Which is a blessing and a curse.
I've never learned any other language other than computers.
That's a very, very useful language to know, Mark, to now have you know.
Yes, look at all the useful things we're doing right now with it. Alright, let's give it a moment to throw an error. No error yet. And then I've lost where my window is.
I know. There's too many. Start killing them.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just refresh on that page.
Pew, pew.
Error!
Hey, there we go.
Right, type tuple is not callable. Why is it not callable? Because it's indexable, not callable. That's why. I've used the wrong type of brackets. What I've done is I've said...
Should I not have been...
What I've said here, ridiculously, is that I wanted to execute the tuple, which is why it's saying that it's not callable, whereas what I actually wanted to do is check it in the 0th index, which is done with square brackets. How foolish of me. How very embarrassing. I'm ashamed of myself right now.
You were very close.
I was very close, wasn't I?
Yeah. Yes. Dreaming in English is when you know that you're truly fluent. It's like you wake up and you're like, oh shit.
Have you written nerd in binary, Anna? Because I've got a feeling that if you have, I've started to recognise when you've done that.
No, that's 6 letters.
Too many letters?
Yeah.
Alright, never mind then. I know nothing. Another internal error. What's this one for? Is that the same thing? Not non-type to string. Can only concatenate string. Right, so it doesn't like non-types. Right, that makes sense. So let's turn those into strings, or do we have a better way of doing this? We do. We'll just use a string format instead, and then that will deal with this and be a lot nicer as well. So let's just go map, and then do dot format, and then we can just do user call 0. So this does the same thing, but means that I don't have to deal with the type of the object, which is a non-type object, which don't play well with strings apparently. So
strings just don't like playing around.
Strings just don't. Well, they're those kids that just don't want to play with other people. They just want to play with other kids that are like them, which is sad. But that's just how some kids are. Still no. Now what do you want? No attribute append.
Want from me?
Fine. String does not have the attribute append, so we'll just do instead we'll just do a plus equals, which is just like an append, but slightly different.
What do you know?
I know. See? I know nothing. Don't know nothing about computers.
That's exactly why you're the CTO of Rustiquil.
Exactly. Right, cool.
Because you just know nothing.
Because I know nothing. So now we've got some HTML that we can play with. So I can also start defining some CSS. So now I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. Yes.
I love how you just wrote Martin Balls Perry.
Yes. This is so I know. This is just okay. I'll change it.
No, don't change it. I fucking love it. 10 out of 10. Absolutely incredible.
No balls. There we go. That's much better now.
What?
I fixed it.
I love balls.
Okay, fine. Balls for everyone. Lol balls. There we go. More balls.
I just don't want the balls between us.
No.
There's nothing between us, not even balls. That's sweet. Thank you. All right,
I am
going.
sweet. Right. Let's figure out how to get this thing to return files, shall we?
And it's telling you to ask me to dinner first.
Fair. How to get Flask to return files.
Someone quote that. There's nothing between us, not even balls.
Exactly.
Someone embroider that. Oh, put it up. Oh my god. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I actually have a dress, and the bottom of the dress is just little tiny fluffy balls.
Oh, that's really cute.
It is. I'll show you when it's summer and I can wear it actually.
Nice. Oh, is it like not a winter dress?
Not at all. It's a very cottagecore dress. It's lovely though.
Enough.
I got it at a charity shop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I walked past it at 7 a.m. The charity shop was closed and I looked at it and I was like, oh my god. Came back at 12 p.m. They were open. The dress was there and I was like, mine. My dress.
Nice. I'm going to do something that I do almost every single time I write code, which is just copy and paste the first thing I find that looks like it's going to work. So
Lisa, I don't appreciate you saying that Martin was the one who made the quote. It was me. Please don't
I credit the right people.
Yeah, don't miscredit me. That was all me. And yes, Anna, balls are in the bottom unless you want them up top.
They don't
like
go on
plop.
top. Yeah, they'll fall off, basically. That's what happened to the last lot. Let's do nano.
All balls are on me. I don't know, there's 2 of them here, look.
Yeah. That is the noise they make.
Stop, Jim!
What's Jim saying?
Jim is saying, don't misquote me, Martin.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's confusing.
That's very confusing. Stop. You're mean.
Alright.
Lisa got distracted by the balls. She apologizes. The apology
That's fair.
accepted, Lisa. This entire stream is just a big distracted fest.
I know.
I wish I was paying more attention to what you were doing.
Do you?
Yes.
Is it super important that you pay attention to what
It's
I'm
not important, but it's interesting.
Alright, so let me just I'm just gonna say download. I think this will just work on a relative path.
Anna wants to know what you're trying to code.
Currently, I'm trying to code a front end for the comment stream that you see above you, so that rather than it be in just a terminal window, which is one way of doing it, but it does that kind of stuttering, which I'm not going to say that the new version isn't going to do a similar sort of stuttering, but it probably won't be as bad as the current one, possibly, maybe. So I'm trying to make a replacement for that, whilst also it sort of be compatible with the current bot, so that I don't have to like rewrite all of the code to pull all the comments down from Twitch. So it's basically something that sort of sits in front of what we've already got and makes it look prettier, which is mostly what everything in web services is basically like, oh, let's just take that old thing that we had and then slap a bit of paint on it and make it look a bit better, even though it's the same old shit that we've been doing for years.
I don't know if the stool is helping. My back still hurts.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I think we just need a comfy chair for you, don't we?
We just need a decent chair, honestly.
I mean,
for me.
yeah, you have a decent chair.
Well, I do.
I'm sitting
You're
on
sitting
it.
on
Yeah,
it. You're
it's
the main
nice.
attraction.
It's very comfortable.
Yes, I know. It was the press reflects it.
I know. I mean, we could just swap halfway through.
Nah, you're like I said, you're the main attraction. Keep going.
If you say so, thank you. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so this should be a way of just getting files out of a generic folder. So let's just create a Mector downloads. So that's a way of making downloads folder. I'm going to touch a file here called file.
What does Mector means? I know dir is directory.
Make directory.
Ooh, there we go.
And then touch file is just like a way of like saying touch like make this file. It's like make this file. So now we have file. Look, there is file. And then I'll just echo hello into that file just so that we know that there's something in there.
How did you manage to show it without putting the /L next to it?
What do you mean?
I usually show all the files in a folder just by typing out cell/L. ls/L.
ls/l.
Yeah.
When that does all of the information as well. It's a flag. So ls is the command.
ls is just to view
and then
files.
ls-l is a list view of the files. And if you're never sure what something is, you can just do man ls and then you get
the man will tell
and then it's meant to be manual, but obviously all of this shit was written by men, so it's sexist. So that is just the way it is. So let's see what L is.
It is supposed to be manual, but you know, they're not upset that it says just men, you know?
Yes, it's not a coincidence,
no,
is it?
they're not, you know, it's just not a sad coincidence.
I can't find where the L flag is. It might be that it's so old that they just don't even bother putting it there. Like, oh, well, obviously it means something. Long listing format, that's what L means.
Long listing format.
Long.
There we go. Awesome. Thanks, Martin. Anna says that the windows on your stream should all be brown like balls.
Interesting. Don't know if
it would make it aesthetically pleasing to look at.
I know,
if everything was round.
I know.
Like different sizes.
Okay. What, every single thing?
Yeah, so the chat at top and the screen on the side, just make everything round and like different shapes of balls.
It won't happen in this stream, but that is not a bad idea actually. I like it.
Yeah,
right,
I like it too.
Watch this space.
Watch this space. Thanks, Anna, for the suggestion. Yeah. It was great.
Not that I just nick ideas off people, but
it's not nicking if she offered it to you. It's free real estate, baby.
That's true.
And then when we have to credit you, we'll just ask Lisa to do it.
Did you not read the terms of agreement?
Because Lisa's great with doing that.
That's true. The terms of agreement for being one of my mods, which have never been written down anywhere. They're just stored vaguely in my head. There's not very long lists. No.
There are no contracts. That's when you know you fucked up.
Jem just wants lots of money. See, that's fair. that's more than reasonable.
Look, she's honest, and we like that about an employee.
Yeah. So I want to just check what the file thing is. Get files. That makes sense. So then I want to do the flask to make the thing, do the thing. There's so many things in computers. It's very much just like then get the thing and then do the thing. So the thing does the thing and the thing.
There's so many things.
Like that.
Yes.
There's many things. Alright, let's get there, and then let's go there, and let's get rid of you. And we want this to say get files. Get files, and then that is just file, and we should get a file, except there's an error. Why is there an error? What's wrong with it? Send from directory is not defined. That's right, we didn't put that in, so we need to add that in.
I love that it tells you, actually, because sometimes it just says error, and you're just like, you're giving me nothing.
This is why I really like Python, is because you're like, I cocked up. What's the problem? This is the problem. Okay, let me go fix the problem. Yes,
thanks, Python.
Thanks, Python. Yeah. So yeah, in this case we're calling a function that is built into Flask that we haven't bothered to import. So we're just adding that here.
Add the flask.
We've got to put the flask. Put the flask in. Yeah.
I hope there's lots of alcohol in the flask.
Exactly. There's not anymore.
Oh no! I didn't even get to drink any of it.
I know, right? So let's give this one a go again, maybe. Internal zero error. Is that because downloads is not defined? Name downloads is not defined.
You have to define what you're downloading, Martin.
Alright, hang on.
Wet yourself.
Okay.
Well, the bottle's almost empty. That's a whole liter gone. That's amazing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling very full of water right now.
That's good. That's good.
So download isn't defined. So is it looking for... It sounds like it's looking for... Okay. Let's define downloads. This is bad, but fine. Downloads equals that equals let's just copy. So I think it's looking for an environment variable to tell it where to look for files rather than it looking for a path directly. So I'm defining a variable in the operating system to tell it where to look for files to see if that fixes it. But it looks like it's still not happy. Downloads is still not defined. Oh, should it just be a string? Is that why? That's probably why. Maybe. I haven't used this function before, so. Downloads, are you doing things again?
I am.
That's so annoying. Come here.
Just cover the entire screen.
What are you doing? Are you trying to balance something on my head?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a chick. A little chick.
That's cute. Okay. Path is also not defined, but that's fine because that goes to find the function. So let's go again.
Oh, it's a shame your head is not freshly shaved because it has a little thingy on it. I could probably just like stick it to you. Wait. Boink. Oh my god, it did stick.
It's me now.
This is you now. This is my special ball. It's a chick. It's a chick ball. Sorry, I'm in the way. Oh no, it's stuck.
You got it stuck now, haven't you? Is this me? Have I got to go to work with this? Oh, excellent. Thank you very much for that. That's really kind of you. So now I have a ball on my head. You did this. This is you. See, look at the evidence. See, look, you're rubbing it. You're making it worse. Don't rub the ball.
Hi, Zal.
Oh, hi, Zal. Welcome.
Also,
what a time to come in. Try and explain what you just did.
I did invite her, so you know.
Explain the narrative to her.
Balls, that's the narrative.
That's the narrative. I'm glad it's on this side as well, so like people can really observe while I'm focused over here.
Oh my god, I didn't expect it.
I know you didn't expect it. You know what the worst part about all this is that we did actually have a success in that, but you can't see it on the screen. But we did manage to get a file out of it. So if you look there, in very small, we have our file that is downloaded, and we can see in the logs we got a successful request. So that's working. Fantastic. Excellent.
Oh my god.
So I think I should now be able to just shove some CSS in there, and we should be able to get that down as well. Possibly, maybe. Enjoying yourself.
I can't believe that Zhao came in at this point.
I can. That's just perfect.
Zhao is my Overwatch buddy.
Oh, your Overwatch buddy.
Yeah, we used to play together.
Who did you play in Overwatch?
Me?
Both of you.
I used to play Moira. Zhao, I don't know if you're up for typing. What did you used to play? I think you played Reaper, didn't you?
Oh, Reaper. I like Reaper.
Zenzaria. Oh yeah, you're right. You did play a lot of Zenzaria. Oh my god, good times. I miss Overwatch.
I don't remember much CSS, so I'm just gonna write P. What's something to throw? Color black. I think that'll work. Let's do blue.
Overwatch is the one with the gay cowboy, yes. The cowboy itself isn't gay. There's 2 gay characters in Overwatch. The cowboy isn't one of them, but the fandom very much wants him to be. Because...
Oh, yeah.
Reasons.
Who's that? Oh, the cowboy, yeah. So, then we also want our...
Well, they want the gay the gay cowboy and the gay, Japanese guy, so, you know.
Are you talking about gay cowboys now?
Well, he's called something else now, but it was, Oh wow, my brain just went blank.
Nah, I get that. I get that sometimes.
Yeah,
you can tell it's Jesse
McCree. It was Jesse.
Yeah.
On Overwatch. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Zhao. So now his name is Cole Cassidy, which is
okay, yeah.
But yeah, he was Jesse McCree, the cowboy. He's a cowboy, exactly, Anna. Look, everyone just saw Jesse and Hanzo and were like, yep, these two fuck. And if they don't, they should.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's actually why I started playing Overwatch.
Oh, because of what? Because of fanfic?
I was reading fanfic for Overwatch for about a year. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try and play the game. It was the most money I've ever spent on a game ever in my life. And you know what?
It was expensive.
It was like $60 or something.
Yeah.
It was fun. I was pretty good at it. It was an amazing Moira. Yeah, you know what, Zell? That's how I got into Overwatch. Datsa got into Overwatch, not with the fanfics, but at the same time that I did. I think because she was also interested in the lore. We just started playing at the same time.
Okay, So I have just, through the magic of CSS, turned all of the comments blue.
Oh, no, they're like kind of poop green.
Where are you seeing that?
On this screen, look.
They're blue.
Oh, you mean that side? Oh, they are blue.
They're blue.
They are very blue.
Those are blue.
Yes, they
We
are.
got blue balls. Managed to make them blue.
Blue.
Managed to do the thing. Did exactly what I wanted, and there were no errors. Did it first time, which is almost more surprising.
Look, changing the color is pretty fucking easy, isn't it?
All right. What do you want to do then? What would you like to see?
I want to play with balls.
Oh, I see. I am going to try and get it to kind of look like the terminal look. So we've got the comments in one color and the background in black, and what else? Background in black. Oh, and I want it in Comic Sans because that's very important. So let's write some style sheets.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah. What's happening? What has happened now?
That's a good buddy to go in your head, actually.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
He just sits there like nice and comfortably.
Yeah, exactly.
My go-to resource whenever I'm doing style sheets is just W3 Schools because it's great. It's just really, really good at finding all of the things. I generally just put W3 Schools in front of everything that I say, and then I just write style and then what I want it to look like. So I want it to
look. I always say this: knowing exactly how to Google search to find things is a skill that actually a lot of people don't really have.
Most of coding is actually just finding out the things, finding the things that you know what to Google. So like you know where to look for stuff and you know like how to find it. Why did that not go away? It's also knowing the commands sometimes. I'm in the wrong folder, that's why. Alright, so should be able to just paste that in. So we want, instead of light blue, we want that to be black. And then we want the how do you select a class? I can't remember, so I'm going to look that up. CSS class selector. So CSS is another language that works in conjunction with HTML, and it basically says that HTML that you've got there, let's make it look nice, and that's all it's supposed to do. It does do some like dynamic stuff as well, but it wasn't originally sort of supposed to. But such is the way of things. Okay.
Such is the way.
So it's a dot. So we've got a dot for user, and I want the color of that text to be yellow.
People are calling the plushies that I'm putting on top of your head head buddies.
Head buddies.
Head buddy is what they call me.
I see.
Head buddies, and they was your sex tape.
Nice. Alright, and then the comments. We want it's also what always annoys me is, as an English person, you just have to mistype the word color.
Oh my god, that must really bother you.
It really does. But it is what it is. And then
those damn Americans.
White. And then the body black. Okay, so think save to the buffer, right to the thing. So when we do this now.
Also saying hey.
Oh yeah.
Honor color.
Honor color.
Yeah.
What's as in the way that you say the word, yeah.
Oh. Neighbor. Oh. That look.
Good, not important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And here comes the fun game of is it me or is it a caching issue? If you ever want to see if you've got the latest style sheets to something, no, that's not going to work either. I'm just going to change the name of this file because otherwise it's just going to keep caching it. Basically, as a way of sort of saving time, your browser will be like, the style sheets, I've already looked them up. I don't need to bother looking them up again. And then it'll just cache it forever. Well, not forever, but for a long time, which is fine for most people's web applications. But then when you're trying to edit them and make them different, it can be a pain. So I'm just going to call this style sheets 1. Actually, I'll just copy styles to style sheets 1, and then I don't have to bother changing too many lines of code. And then I'll also update the app to also just look for style sheet 1. Is it going to have a problem? I'm going to slightly, actually I'll put this right at the top so that then I can just write it. So style sheet.
Style shits.
Number, and that's just gonna.
Number 5. Bam.
Which one's that?
2.
Oh, that guy. 5.
Everybody in the club, so come on, let's ride.
Exactly. Comment string.
Anna wants you to name them style shits. So style sheets.
Got a feeling that you can't because style sheets is a specific name that the browser looks like. But we can call
it style shits in our hearts. We
can give it the class of style shits, and hopefully it won't break, but it might.
Oh my god. I love that you're making your life harder to please the audience.
That is what every performer ever does. That is what a performance is.
Yeah. Keep going.
So what was it? This is style shits. It might not. I just don't want to add anything too strenuous right now. So this can be formatted. Format, and that is style.
Anna says she loves tormenting you.
I know, and I love to be tormented.
I know what you mean, Anna. I know what you mean.
I am.
I know what you mean.
Nothing if not tormentable.
I know what you mean.
I think that's gonna work. Are you going to update now? You have updated, but you haven't updated in the way that I want. Why is...
Lisa wants you to drink more water.
More water?
You're going to be peeing all night.
I'm out of water in a minute.
I'll refill it. So it can stretch.
Why is... Actually, let me just go to here and then just check what the styling is. Kind of wanted the background to be a different colour. Why didn't it work? Let's have a look. Maybe I need to get rid of the style shit stuff, otherwise it's not going to look. Oh, because style1.css isn't there yet. Why? So let's move download style. Let's CSS to downloads. Yeah, I named the file wrong. That was the problem.
No, it happens to the best of us.
It does.
There's still a mark on your
foot.
I am so sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'm kinda am. I was not my intention going about this.
There we go. So we're getting there, but now we just need to make it so that
I like that.
So I think there's a thing where we make this.
Can you change the background color instead of black?
Yes, but we were trying to make it look like that, which is black.
Oh.
That was what we were doing.
You could make it that shade of grey though.
Would you rather it be a shade of grey?
Because, like, go open that window again. You can see it down this side. That shade of gray is much nicer on the eyes.
That's probably why they've chosen it, isn't it?
Yeah, essentially.
Is there a way? I swear,
then again,
actually,
your channel isn't known for being nice on the eyes.
This is true.
So, you know, make of that what you will.
It's nice to make the effort in making things user accessible, even if the stuff that the user is accessing itself is not accessible.
Not accessible. No. If people their eyes hurt easily, they are not watching the stream.
They already shouldn't be here.
No.
I used to have a tool to just grab colours off the screen, but I think I've gotten rid of it.
I remember that thing, and not that I saw you use it, but I've seen it before.
More tools.
All the tools.
I can't find it right now, but I'm just gonna keep going with a black background for now. I need to make it so that things don't go on to create a new paragraph every time I create a new thing. So
thanks, Anna, for the warnings.
I think it's non-blocking. That's the term that I want. It also comes down to like you googling stuff and being like, I want it to just all be on the same line, and trying to get Google to interpret that, and you start to learn what terms are important. Yeah, so I think I'm looking for the display inline property. So let's go with that. So if we make the user display inline, but the comments still block, then it should shove all the blocks down as it goes, which is a nice theory to have. Let's see if that works. I'm also going to have to rename the style sheet. That's not in there. So style downloads. Bye. Vim downloads style 1. Okay, and display inline, and then I think that what I want. Let's find out. And let's also move it. Move style 1 to style 2. And then the code. Get into a rhythm with these things. Not one that's like not one that makes any sense. Like when you're trying to explain it to people, but it just makes sense as like an order of things to kind of like.
If you say it out loud, you know, sometimes it's easier for you to like follow your own train of thought.
Yeah.
That's what sometimes I do. Sometimes if I'm like analyzing something and I'm stuck, I say it out loud to myself as if I was talking to someone else.
Yeah, in programming it's called rubber ducking. You usually do it when you're sort of troubleshooting, but I find it's actually just helpful to just do it all of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I'm gonna do is.
Anna wants you to hack Discord.
He wants me to hack Discord. What again?
Who do you think put it down yesterday?
Yeah,
Anna?
exactly. Who do you think that was? Yeah.
Oh no, I lost it.
So what are the other styles? Inline clearly wasn't the one that we wanted, so I'm wondering if it was another one. Display none. What are the other ones? Block. Just want it to not jump to a new line. How do I do that? HTML, don't display to another line. HTML.
Oh no, we have.
Don't.
Wee woo, we have a spam bot.
Lame.
Mods, do your thing.
Kill him. I mean, don't kill him. Yay!
Thank you, mods.
HTML, don't just. Well done, mods.
Well done.
Killed it. Killed it dead.
Kill it dead.
Create new line.
I love that Anna says got it as if she was swatting a fly, which essentially is what she was doing.
Yeah. Mods are great.
That's why you guys are great.
The div is a block element causing that behavior. You should use a span element instead, which is inline. Right, let's do that then. What I also like is when you find out that you're just doing stuff wrong. Right.
Exactly. Anna just said that we should imagine her getting a chancla.
Getting a what?
The flip-flops.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, we were like, look, a mosquito! And it's like, I got this! That happened when Luke was here, actually. There was a mosquito in the cupboard, and I killed it with my flip-flops, and Luke said that it was the most resilient thing that they've ever seen. It was very funny.
Nice. Amazing. That's one of the cool things I like doing about Vim, see? Just changed all the word div to the word span straight away. Easy.
Easy.
Alright, what's going to happen now? Everything's going to be like all in one place now, isn't it?
We like everything in one space, very nice and cozy.
That is exactly what it's done. Everything.
Oh, maybe I don't like
everything.
It now.
Everything is now in line. All right. So what we'll do now that we know the behavior is we'll turn all of the users into spans and all of the comments into divs, and then maybe we'll get the behavior that we want. Maybe. Probably not. Probably something else horrible that we couldn't even possibly have imagined will happen right now.
Probably not, no.
Like, just nothing happening. Maybe because we need to get rid of the CSS that we've already got. So let's try that. Or maybe it just doesn't want to work. Just doesn't want to do anything.
Maybe it's just like tired of your shit. No?
I can believe that. I can understand that.
I can't relate though.
You can't relate?
No.
You can't imagine anyone getting tired.
I can't imagine myself getting tired of your shit.
So let's get rid of that. Comment was never... Oh, we never bothered with the inline stuff. So that should be blocked. So why... Let's make it official. So display... block.
Every country has their own weapons to take care of insects. Latin America is the chanclas. The UK is the rolled up newspaper. What do you use in the US? They just get a baseball bat. Make a hole in the wall.
Oh, I think I see what's happened.
I love moving image frame.
Do you?
I love it.
Right.
It feels like I have a purpose in life.
I think I see what's happened is that everything is nested. The HTML has nested everything
This is a baguette, yes.
inside itself. So
I love it, Brie. Amazing.
Yes, I see what it.
In Spanish-speaking South American countries, it's chanclas, and then in Brazil, it's just the Havaianas. You know. But gotta be in brand. Yeah, Brie can say it. Brie's French. Brie can make fun of French.
See now,
Brie
it's
has
gone
a
back to
certificate.
Doing this thing. See, this is what's great about HTML.
What is great about HTML?
Nothing. It never does what you expect it to do, and it's completely uncontrollable.
That's
it's
not
arbitrary
true.
it's arbitrary and random.
What's happening? What is it doing that you don't want it to do?
So currently,
You're
I
still
want
out
it to.
of frame. Come
I want it
there
to.
we go.
I want it to appear. I want this one to be in the same line as this one. And I've done what the thing said, and it still isn't working. So now I'm like, I'll try hack it, doing something horrible.
Wait, what do you want to do again?
I want these two things to be on the same line. As in, it goes to here and then to here.
Yeah.
So I've set one of them as a span, and then the next one's as a div.
What makes you think that that's gonna do it?
Well, exactly. Like, what does make me think that was good? The internet made me think that was going to work. because this is what happens: is you listen to one person's opinion. So this person's opinion here says the div block is a block element causing that behavior. You should use a span because that makes it in line.
Go back to your code. Go back to your code.
Yes.
Where's your code?
Code is here.
No, this is not. Where is it?
Which bit of code do you want?
The HTML, dang it.
You can't speak to the HTML directly.
Can you not?
You have to write code that writes the HTML. That's what I've been doing the whole time.
That sounds fucking complicated.
I know.
Right, go back
to do you want this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so what do you want me to do with this?
I want you to do span, div, then div, and then span, like do span twice, and then div. Then div, you need to do the div on the third one. And then span twice, and then div, and then span twice, and then div.
So wrap everything in a div, and then put 2 spans in it. No,
you have the first line that's span, the second line is span, and then those two will be on the same line. Span.
This is the span joke, just reinvented in HTML for the modern generation.
And then the third one needs to be div, because if you want the first two if div is the one that's breaking the lines, because you're doing span div, but you want 2 of them to be on the same line, you have to do span, and then div. So that you break the third one.
Alright, fine.
And it works, look at that. Because you have 3 spans and then 1 div, and then you have 3 things in one line. See? Look at me fucking coding!
This is why I got you here.
Yeah!
Right. So...
Bree's having a stroke.
Span. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll start a div over here, and then we'll put 2 spans in.
I can't see our camera, I can't see if you're in frame. Everything is in front of it. We were so focused on doing the code that I have no idea what's happening on the camera.
No, it'll be ruined, right. So we've got 2 spans and a div. We'll see if that works.
See, that's what I'm sure it'll work.
Don't ever say that you're sure it'll work. Right, we did it.
Yes! See, I told you it'll work. That's why I'm the front-end developer.
Is that
You're
why?
the back-end developer.
I'm more of a back-end
Neopets taught me well, okay?
Yes. Alright, so we probably were in frame.
We were sort of in frame, I guess.
Yeah, and now... How do I add? I think I've looked up how to add fonts before, and I think it's a lot more complicated than I think it will. What was that?
No, Marx is in charge.
No, I'm the back end guy. Yeah. Perry's front end person. I'm more of a back end developer. Yeah, I'm a back end specialist, Lisa. I've inspected more back ends than you've had op dinners. Been in IT for a long time. Indeed. How's chat doing? You alright? I think chat should... Oh, I'm looking very red. Ooh. Should probably drink. You alright?
I hate how accurate that is.
I'm really red. Chris posed it on something.
Oh, I'm gonna choke. Damn it, oh god. Anyway, coding. HTML.
Coding, yes.
I'm so good at it. Did you see that?
I did. That was very good.
Thank you.
Adding fonts to HTML. Actually, I'm just going to specifically go for changing font to Comic Sans.
Oh, that's...
It sounds straightforward, doesn't it?
That's A space font, isn't it?
Huh?
A space font equals brackets.
I think the font has to be somehow stored in the browser to some extent. It might just work, but like there's some fonts that it has by default, but I don't know if Comic Sans is one of them and whether you have to like download that. But hopefully this line will just...
Font family
may exist with different names. You may, oh my god, see, this is already... Just give me the thing. Just tell me the thing that it needs to be. Style, body, okay. Wow, that's just doing it in line. Give me the CSS.
They clipped it.
Did they? Well then. Well done, Chris. Honestly, Chris does.
Now everyone knows we like butt sex.
Huh?
Now everyone.
No
knows
one
we
knew
like
that
butt
until
sex.
you just said that. Apologise if anyone heard anything that they may find.
What? I didn't say anything. I don't know what you mean.
Oh dear.
Someone put the warnings up again.
Yeah.
You forgot your own warnings on your.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Ask Martin channel is LGBTQ plus sex positive stream for people who don't mind rude words, innuendo, bad behaviour, and general naughtiness.
See?
See?
I'm beyond brand.
As such, you may read or hear something that you find offensive. Indeed.
And you're out of frame.
You're out of frame.
No, I'm doing my best to be some.
You're well out of frame.
I'm so much on frame and my back hurts because I'm struggling to be on frame. Oh God!
These aren't the things that I want. Or are they? Change font to Comic Sans, code and sans. Yeah.
Also, can I just say what I said could have been, taken as a joke until you said it, that you pretty much confirmed it. So I'm not the one who's selling the whole world about things.
Lol.
No one tell Alex.
No.
Doesn't need to know. What he doesn't know doesn't hurt him.
I've asked if he watches my streams before, and he's just like, "Oh God, no."
That's the reaction I. that's yeah.
Right.
That sounds like Alex, doesn't it?
Good.
Soft boy.
I know, right? Oh, interesting. It's just a forum about people saying that they should change the default font just in general on to Comic Sans, because it is one of the ones that is friendly for people with dyspraxia and dyslexia.
And at this point in time, it's just very what's the word I'm looking for? Nostalgic.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like people who right. How many people in chat genuinely hate seeing Comic Sans? Because I know that some people it churns a visceral reaction that they just hate seeing anything written in it.
I don't hate it with that visceral reaction, but also I particularly like it. But that's because it's just Yeah, Chris says that they don't enjoy it, but understand its uses. Anna don't something. Pre says it's ugly, but it's useful.
Okay. Here's a one-liner.
Also, by the way, this is the filter. Martin isn't that red, I don't think.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's mostly filter.
Yeah. Also, we need a second ring light here.
Yeah, because I'm
getting all the light here, and Martin is just getting there we go. Look, see.
Yeah, I did set that light up so that it would do this sort of stuff where I was sat, and then it's like, okay, I have not tested this before where I am. What was it doing? Oh yeah. So I think this will do it.
Loop says they don't like it on professional document, but it's fine with it on something that needs to be read from a distance. There we go. And Anna doesn't hate Comic Sans. That's on brand. Or something that's meant to look jolly. I wouldn't describe Comic Sans as jolly, but I think it's just because of the joke that it kind of became.
Yeah.
It's not a bad font, I think is the thing. I love to hate it voting on the poll.
That's fair.
Most people don't really care.
I think so. Yeah.
What's your favorite font? Pre says that hers is Bell MT. Do you have a favorite font?
Comic Sans, mine is. Just great. It's just really bouncy and happy.
I don't know if I have a favorite font. Oh, hi, Pookly!
Oh, hey, Boogly.
Hi! Welcome.
We're just trying to make a website writing Comic Sans, which I specifically know is trickier than I want it to be, and I'm finding that right now because I can't find out how to do it.
Yeah,
basically just looking it up.
If you guys are wondering what's happening, Martin is googling how to do this. All right, bye, Lou.
Oh, bye, Lou.
Go to bed. Sleep well. Bye.
What I might have to do is possibly do it off. Oh, hang on. What's that one doing? Okay, we'll see if this one works.
So it's close. Font face, yeah. Sounds like it.
Okay.
/ font.
Well, it's hacky, but font face.
What face?
Don't know. All right, we'll see if this. We'll just shove this around it and see if it works. It's using a font block, which I've never used before in HTML, but stranger things have happened at C.
All right, frame.
Ink.
I'll hold you here.
Okay. That document is not very easy. Okay, good. We'll see if it works.
Let's try it out. Might as well.
Okay. So that's not actually in CSS though. That is in the code. So as well as these spans, we want font blocks around these, and I should be using the other editor.
I apologize. Pre's had hers from laughing so hard earlier.
Oh dear.
You know, it's a risk you have to take when you come to Martin's stream.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Warning.
We're especially hilarious.
Might be funny.
Might be very funny. Too funny even.
Too funny. Yeah.
Content warning, Martin. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah. So let's then close that with the font one, and then let's do the same here. Sorry that it's all like broken up and stuff and it's all just in one line, but I can't do anything about it.
Especially not at this point. By the way, I feel like you should try and change the font and then just wrap it up.
Oh yeah, no, that was
12.
I like to set a goal and do it, and then sometimes we get it, and then sometimes I'm just like, nah, we're not gonna do it.
Right, let's see.
Yay!
You worked! Oh, look at that! That actually looks pretty cool.
Right, so it's not going to be. It's not pulling in live comments yet. But let's put it more at least on the screen so we can see it in its full glory. Mostly saying the word none, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So we are planning on just building. Yeah, I'm planning on basically building something that will replace the current screens in place. As well as maybe have some more interaction that will happen kind of like when people write commands, or when people like say certain things, or when people like sort of cache in sort of like certain things. So that's the goal, and I'm trying to decide whether I want another one to be done next week, or whether I think I kind of want to play a game next week.
Yeah, I think we should play a game next week, and then you can review the work you've done on the next stream.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely going to try and get some more work done on this, just so that it's working basically. But thanks for sticking through it. And
let's go back to the glitch.
I hope people. Oh yeah, let's do that. One second.
Yeah.
Because not everyone always sees that, do they?
Yeah.
Whoop. Indeed.
I love this screen.
I like this one.
Oh no, the green screen is...
Oh no.
I know.
You just
Everyone can see my phone.
I mean, can they?
Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
It's just a thing that we can just like swap.
We can swap. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Should we rate someone?
Yes, or we should at least see if there's anyone. Sometimes
who's live?
Sometimes Reese is streaming today, but let's have a look. Looks like Alistair's streaming.
Ooh, we should raid Alistair.
Let's go raid Alistair. Let's see if I can do that.
Ooh, I love how my hands move.
Raid EA podcasts. Is that right? Or EA podcasts. And what we're going to go with is a raid phrase. Back-end specialist.
Back-end specialist, yes. I like that one. If Alistair asks, we were
it's an IT joke. That'll be all it is.
It is, right. Yes, exactly.
So let's see if that.
And if people get it, people get it. If you get it, you get it.
This is true. Yeah, exactly. The raid has been created, so
we shall be raiding in a few seconds.
Raiding in a few seconds as soon as I can move the thing to do the thing. Thanks very much, guys. Okay, bye.
Bye.